आपको जान के हैरानी होगी कि लेऑफ्स, रिसेशन और जो नए नए एआई टूल्स हैं वो ह्यूमंस को रिप्लेस कर सकते हैं. I know all these problems are bothering us and finding a stable career in this chaos is difficult. So today we are going to discuss how to crack an interview. इस वीडियो में we'll be finding answers to the complex interview questions and how you prepare yourself for the same. Additionally, we will discuss how to give an interview in English. कई बार impromptu situations में हम लोग stuck हो जाते हैं. We don't get the right words to speak. Even when we know the answer, we fail to give it correctly. होता है? If you are dealing with all these issues, then you have landed on the right video. Keep a pen and a paper ready and let's get going. अच्छा ये बताओ, have you ever given a thought to why you want to have a job in the first place? सोचो, why not start a business? Why not become a freelancer? ऐसा क्या है? Let's say you have no other option. You have no money to start a business. You have no skills to do freelancing. So, to earn the money, the only option you have is to get a job. Now, the question is, why do you want a job in your dream company? Why do you want that particular position? I want you to be honest with your answers. Consider it as a practice for your next interview. तो पहला पॉइंट ये है कि 90% of the interview depends on this question, why? Unless you find out the reason behind applying for the job and attending the interview, you will never be able to crack it. The first step is to understand the why behind the interview. देखो, the interviewer is solely interested in understanding why they should give you the job. Why do you want to work here? I'm not getting any job and this is the only offer in my hand. ये बोलोगे आप? I've seen a lot of people saying, I don't like my current job and that's why I'm switching. Seriously? These are the worst things to say in front of an interviewer. Figure out the reason that aligns to the company goal and also sets you apart from other candidate. देखो, the key rule here is enthusiasm. मुझे याद है, I was taking a mock interview बहुत time पहले and I asked the candidate, why do you want to be at this position? And he replied, sir, I'm an engineer by degree and a writer by passion. I know this sounds cliche, but it is my reality. It all started when I started my blog on Medium website. That was like college days, and it grew to a substantial number of followers. So I'm an ardent follower of your website. Your analytical view on complex topics keeps me hooked on the website. So I read almost every article. And when I decided to take the plunge from an engineer to being a writer, I know that this is the best place where I can grow and contribute to the organization through my insights and writing style. Maza aaya? This answer was wholesome. This answer gave me the insight into the achievements of the candidate, his passion for the role, his understanding of the organization, and his vision. So within a few seconds, I became more interested in knowing him. The interview went for almost around 45 minutes and I got a clarity that this person is prepared for the interview and he is the right candidate for the role. The first few answers matter a lot in an interview. है कि नहीं? है सुना हुआ, first impression is the last impression. एक lasting impression create कर देता है. ये बात याद रखना. If you are able to convince the hiring manager, they will continue the interview or else they will wrap up as quickly as possible and say, bye-bye. So now the advice is, you need to have clarity why you want to do the job in the organization. पूछो अपने आप से, can you fit into the profile? Honestly, if you can answer these questions, half of the battle is won. दूसरी बात है कि हाउ टू डिफरेंशिएट योरसेल्फ फ्रॉम अदर कैंडिडेट्स। बहुत जरूरी बात है कि आप में ऐसा क्या है जो औरों में नहीं। द सोल्यूशन इज हाईलाइटिंग POD। POD क्या होता है? POD इज पॉइंट ऑफ डिफरेंशिएशन, मतलब कि आप में क्या अलग है एज कंपेयर टू अदर्स। तो हियर इज एन एक्सरसाइज फॉर यू। यू हैव टू गिव अ वन वर्ड आंसर, ठीक है? वन वर्ड आंसर टू द फॉलोइंग क्वेश्चंस। ये बताओ, वन थिंग यू आर बेस्ट एट। इफ यू आर गोइंग टू राइट sleeping or binge watching, I'm out. Be serious, folks. Now the next question is, how did you discover you are good at it? Maybe you did a successful project, तो you felt कि हाँ यार मैं अच्छा हूं, या फिर your friends told you कि भाई तू तो बहुत सही है, या फिर you won a competition. Think. क्या क्या था वो चीज? Now consider, are the skills that you possess relevant to the current job role you have applied for? पूछो अपने आप से. If this is the case, make sure you emphasize these things in an interview. In order to do this, you must determine your POD during your interview preparation. लोग अक्सर डिसरिगार्ड कर देते हैं अपने एक्सपीरियंस को, एंड दैट्स वेयर द प्रॉब्लम इज. राइट डाउन, उठाओ पेन और लिखो. मेक अ लिस्ट ऑफ थिंग्स दैट यू हैव डन इन द पास्ट. इफ यू हैव डन सम वॉलंटियरिंग वर्क, talk about it, share it. If you have created a product that failed miserably, काम ही नहीं किया, talk about it कि at least कुछ तो मेहनत करी. If you have a blog or an Instagram page, talk about it, share it. This point is especially for freshers. अक्सर कहते हैं ना कि अरे हम पे तो एक्सपीरियंस ही नहीं है, हम कैसे बताएं कि हम कितने अच्छे हैं. आपके पास ऑप्शन है. If you want to apply for a dream job but have no previous experience, prepare yourself beforehand. Do projects, do internships, do some other stuff, so that when you sit for an interview, you can highlight your PODs. आई बात समझ? तीसरा पॉइंट है, एक मैजिक ट्रिक है. The magic trick to get hired quickly is build a portfolio. Yes. आज की जॉब मार्केट में it is not just the degree that matters, but rather the skills and experience a candidate has. So one thing that I strongly recommend is that you start working on your portfolio. No matter if you are an engineer, a content creator, a graphic designer, a product designer, or anything, kuch bhi, it's important to have a website where you can showcase your work. लोगों को बताओ, चिल्ला चिल्ला के बताओ कि हाँ मैं इस लायक हूं, मैंने ये काम किया है. You can build your website for free on WordPress. Almost 60% of the interview is about your past work and projects. If you have a place where you can showcase all your achievements, it becomes easier for the hiring manager to shortlist your application. सोच के देखो, है कि नहीं? You automatically stand out. Alternatively, you can offer to do a trial project, offer to complete a small project or task related to the job to demonstrate your skills and abilities. आप करके दीजिए. अगर आपका काम अच्छा हुआ तो आपको काम मिल जाएगा. बट अगर आप सोच रहे हैं कि कोई घर पे आए, खटखटाए और बोले कि सर ये लीजिए जॉब लेटर, तो आप किसी एक अलग सपने में जी रहे हैं. राइट? Take an initiative, reach out to people, show your sample work, do work for free, and then go ahead. Agli cheez. The next problem most of the candidates face is talking in English. है कि नहीं? इंडिया में ये दिक्कत है. I have prepared all the questions the interviewer might ask me, but what if he or she asks me something outside my syllabus? होता नहीं होता है कि मैंने तैयारी पूरी कर रखी है, लेकिन यार अगर ऐसा हुआ कि उसने कुछ ऐसा पूछ लिया जो मेरे सिलेबस के बाहर, तो मैं क्या बोलूंगा? मैं अटक जाऊंगा. आई माइट फंबल, नॉट एबल टू कम अप विद द राइट वर्ड्स. व्हाट इफ आई गो ब्लैंक इवन आफ्टर नोइंग द आंसर? Whenever you face this problem in an interview, you do not have to answer it immediately. Ask for some time from the interviewer. Think about your response and then answer. It's okay. If you think you do not have the proper or detailed answer to the question, stick to a short answer. But do not blabber कि कुछ भी बोल रहे हो. सांस लो, पानी पियो, सोच समझ के बोलो. मुझे याद है एक incident that happened during an interview. I asked the candidate a tough question, something impromptu, जिसका उनको जो expected नहीं था. And by looking at her face, I knew that this one was a tricky one for her. So she did a very smart thing. She said, "So can I take 2 minutes to gather my thoughts?" And she took a notebook and her pen and she wrote something and then gave the answer. I was impressed. Even though the answer was not entirely correct, I found it thoughtful that rather than trying to attempt it randomly, कुछ भी बोलने से अच्छा है, she gave an answer by giving a thought, and that's important. She took her time. She took her time before saying it. This demonstrates thoughtfulness in your interview. This shows कि हाँ आप सोच समझ के चीज़ों को करते हैं. अगर कोई चीज़ आपके लिए नहीं है तो आप ऐसा नहीं है कि बस कुछ भी कर रहे हैं. आप देख रहे हैं, ऑब्जर्व कर रहे हैं, सोच रहे हैं, समझ रहे हैं, फिर आंसर कर रहे हैं. It's okay if you do not answer everything perfectly. I created a video a few weeks back where I covered topics like how to answer, tell me about yourself, how to deal with pre-interview anxiety. If you haven't checked out that video, go and check it out if you want to learn more. और अब हम बात करते हैं 5वें टिप की. The last point in your interview preparation is, guess करो, guess तो करो. Preparation, yes. Honestly, watching this video will only tell you a few points, but you have to do the actual practice. You may be able to ace your test if you are well prepared, but if you are underprepared, there is less chance you will succeed. Or if you are unprepared, not even underprepared, if you are unprepared, तब थोड़ी दिक्कत होगी ही होगी. Finally, I would like to suggest try giving mock interviews. There are online websites that offer this service. To prepare for a telephonic interview, ask your teacher or a friend to conduct the same. Or you can record yourself and see how it comes initially. You may sound unconfident, but try it again, एक बार, दो बार, तीन बार, and then see the difference. I stress a lot about recording yourself because it has helped me a lot with my skills, and I know that it will help you too. So that's all for today's video. If you loved it, do share it, subscribe to this channel, and drop in your love in the comment section. Till then, stay awesome, stay productive.